Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Lindsay, first down and more than that. And all the way up to the 46. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Watson on first down. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Watson. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now Watson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. He's at the 50. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 87 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Mason. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Again, it's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Watson. On the screen, this is Cannon. Touchdown, Texans! Trenton Cannon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's Eason off the play fake. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston will give them the season sweep.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
From the gun is Eason.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, Watson.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
2nd and 10.
Watson. Slant route to Miller. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Watson off play action. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
To throw is Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Out of the gun, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Phillip Lindsay
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Eason. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
131 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll throw on first down with Eason. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. On the handoff, Taylor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Miller, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Marr on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Taylor. 160 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go play action with Eason. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office.
One would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Eason. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Lindsey, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another run by Lindsey. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Play action. It's Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On first down, it's Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. Watson's throw taken in by Miller. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Watson now to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Lindsey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Eason to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. A little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And they take a knee. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.